My name is Richardson. I'm 31 years old and I've been in the industry for about 16 years. Got my start in the beauty industry at a really young age. 5 years old, I started taking down roller sets, sweeping floors, working for tips. It was great. But anyway, seriously, I remember going to the salon with my mom. I'm 5th generation hairstylist. So I used to love going into the salon and just being in the atmosphere. 14, I started working with my grandmother, and I just shampooed hair, was her assistant. And at that point, she started teaching me color formulations, haircuts, stuff like that. At 16, I went to my first hair show, and I was able to be a model for Redken. It was the most amazing experience. Being on stage was intoxicating and exciting because of the energy that happened, but for me the highlight was being backstage with all the Redken artists, to be in the presence of so many passionate professionals that were so talented and had this one unified purpose to educate people, share their passion for the industry. That was the moment that I knew I wanted to be a Redken educator. What I love most about Redken is, in my mind, they have two main purposes. They want to be the best in the hair care industry, and they want to be the best in education. And they are. They're successful in that. I love that with Redken, you have a product for everyone. I have a diverse clientele, and I like the fact that no matter whether they have fine hair, colored hair, chemically treated hair, thick, coarse, curly hair, because I have all of those clients, there's something in that line for everyone. No matter what service my guests get, whether it's a haircut, a color, a highlight, they're going to leave regardless with hair in better condition than when they started. It's a beautiful thing about Redken. Today I'm going to do an original technique that I came up with. It's basically a sombre, which is a soft ombre. This soft sombre has recently made another comeback. I came up with this technique about 2 years ago. I tried it out on my sister, my guinea pig. I liked the ombre, but I wanted a subtle transition from dark to light. I wanted to create something that was for more conservative clients that want to maybe branch out and get something a little more different, but aren't ready for a dramatic change. So I developed this technique. Have you ever had your hair short like this?
Mm-hmm. This is the shortest it's ever been.
Oh, wow. Don't be mad at me, right?
No.
I'm really excited.
Really
I'm really nervous,
but I'm really excited.
So, to begin this color, I am going to start with Redken Cleansing Cream Shampoo, and we're going to follow that with a pre-art treatment. That is going to remove any buildup minerals or products that may be on the hair, and it's going to equalize for porosity so that we get maximum results with that color. I feel like you need big girl clips here. You're going to start with 3 different colors, and you're going to go from dark, medium, to light. Okay. The key to formulating for this is you want to keep each color from your dark, medium to light 2 levels separate, because we're going to be blurring the 2 colors in between, which is going to create another level. So basically going from 5, 7 to 9, and you blur the 5 with the 7, then you get a 6, and you blur the 7 and the 9, and you get an 8. So on the single strand of hair, you're going to go from 5 all the way up to 9. So you're going to get this seamless transition. It's going to progress naturally. This ladybug has way too much hair for one head. Now it's gorgeous. You want lots of hair. So you want to start with taking a 1/4 inch subsection. You want to make sure that it's thin enough that you're going to get complete saturation without taking it too thin, and then that's going to take you forever. So you want to work between an 1/8 to a 1/4. Ideally a 1/4. I'm going to use my lovely Redken paddle just to give me a little support while I do this. Now this part is where you get creative as far as the placement. We want to start in zone 1 with our first formula, generally on longer hair. Zone 2 would be your medium color, and 3 would be your lightest color. Now with her hair, since we decided to chop it all off, so exciting, we're gonna, down here up to the chin, we're going to work with our 7 and our 9. So I'm gonna take this 7 here, and I'm going to apply it right at the top, zone 1, about 2 inches down. Make sure I get thorough saturation, okay? And then just below that, I'm gonna take the 9 and apply it. Now you wanna make sure that you don't get all the way up into the 7 because you don't wanna mix those colors quite yet. You wanna make sure that you're using enough color, that you have thorough saturation, because what we are gonna do is we're gonna take the lovely blur brush, which I bedazzled. I had to bedazzle it so I knew which one was light and dark, since we're working with more than one, okay? So what you're gonna do is take this lovely blur brush and you're just gonna blur right in the middle, that space that you left empty. And what that's gonna do is that's gonna mix our 7 and our 9 and create an 8. So with the level system of hair going from darkest to lightest, you know, you start at 1, go up to 12. So what we're gonna have on your hair is an even depth of color going from dark to light. That's gonna make it a little bit more with it. Fold that up, and next section. 2 clips because your hair's so thick. Okay, same thing, 7. Get it on the foil first. And then we're going to work up to the scalp ever so slightly. And then our 9 just below that. And flare. You want to make sure that you're concentrating your blur to right in the middle. If you go up too high or too low, then you're just going to have one solid mixture of color. But we want to keep the dark, medium, and light all on one strand of hair. So, with this technique, you can work on any color palette, from blondes, brunettes, redheads. You just want to make sure that you're staying with colors that complement each other. You don't want to go from a gold to an ash. You want to transition. If your goal is to start with a gold and move to an ash, you want to start with a gold and then move with more of a neutral into an ash. And that way your transition is not just gold and ash. You know, that's not going to complement each other properly. I'm going to jump over all of this so that we know where our 7 and 9 ends. And on this next section, we're going to add in the 5 to get the depth at the scalp area. Right here. Once you get it onto the board, then you want to work it up to the scalp area. Hair straight. Okay, so we have 5 there. Now we're going to go in with our 7 just below that line. About an inch of it. And follow with the 9 for the ends. Okay. So, this is why we bedazzle our blur brushes, so we know which one. So this is my light blur brush, and then I'm going to go in with my other blur and blur. So now we have on a single foil, we have a 5, a 6, 7, 8, and 9 level of hair. And now that we're getting up into the close to the crown area, this is where you can do more fun things, get more creative with your color. Instead of coming straight across, you can come more at a diagonal like that. Okay, what that's going to do is that's going to create peaks and valleys within the hair color. It's going to give you more dimension. It's going to create a more blended effect because you're going to have highs and lows of color in one strand of hair. Still continuing with our dark, medium, and light, but up around the face, we are taking more of a diagonal back parting as far as our color, so that we get higher up with the blonde around the face, so it frames her face naturally as the sun would. You don't have to exactly get each section the exact same as the other. I've noticed that with hair color now, it's more coming from an organic approach. It's not exactly the same. It makes it look a little more natural if you have, you know, a highlight here and a low light there, and that's what we're trying to achieve with this, so it doesn't look mirror image, doesn't have to be completely symmetrical from one side to the other. But as long as we follow this natural light progression here, higher around the face with a light color, that's what's important. Around the face, I like to start with my lighter color first, so I know exactly where I want to put it to follow our natural coloring. Whereas in the back, we start dark to light. Now I'm working light to dark. Still don't blend into each other. And, the opposite, and we're going to come a little further down with the dark, and that's going to create more of that organic flow. Now, I'm not following an exact pattern, just every so often change up the direction and take a diagonal forward versus back. That's going to create that dimension and depth of peaks and valleys that we talked about earlier. So Catherine's processed for 45 minutes and it's time to shampoo her color out. You ready, Catherine? Yes. We're going to start with the Redken Clear Moisture Shampoo and follow that with the chemistry shot. We're going to do 2 pumps of the clear moisture, which is going to give her a lot of softness and shine and restore that natural balance of her hair's moisture. We're going to do 1 shot of the Color Extend chemistry, and that's going to just lock in that gorgeous color that we've done on her. That's going to sit for 5 minutes. That turned out really gorgeous. I wasn't sure. I'm just kidding. And then we're going to follow that up with the Fix Phase. 3.5 for color treated hair. I work with my grandmother and my mom. My grandmother is 71 in August. Turned 71 in August, and she still learns new things every day. She is probably one of my biggest inspirations because, I mean, at 71 years old, owning her salon for 40 years plus. Probably more than that, don't tell anybody I said that. But she's been in the industry forever, but yet she's always growing, and I think that's why I always told my students, the moment you stop learning is the moment you stop growing, and that's when you cease to be relevant in this industry. The industry is always changing, it's ever evolving. There's always something new. Yes, what goes around comes around in the industry, but it's always in a new way. And it's always new stylists tweaking it and changing it and moving with the times. Home for at-home maintenance. I'm going to recommend that she take home the Clear Moisture shampoo and conditioner, again, just to restore that natural moisture. I'm a product junkie. My favorite products this week, because they change on a regular basis, first would be the Diamond Oil Blow Dry. What I love about this is it's more lightweight than the original Diamond Oil. This one, it offers more softness, shine. It's going to speed up the blow dry. You get a lot of smoothness with this product. I like that I can use this on my fine hair clients. I like to follow that with my Pillow Proof Primer. This is really unique. You can see there's two lovely layers to it. So you want to shake it, let that emulsify before you spray it all over. I literally put this on everyone. This, I like to tell my clients, it's like a BB cream that you use on your face before you put your foundation on. I'm also really loving this 07 Dual Shield. This has been my go-to lately. I love that it is a color protecting gel in it, but it also has a silkening cream. Let you look at that as it comes out. So we have the gel and the cream. So what this is going to do is this is going to protect the hair, protect the color from fading. It's going to protect the hair from heat damage. It's also going to offer a lot of hold in your style, and it gives you a lot of smoothness and shine. way to the scalp. So like this is a thick one, and you don't have to put the ends all the way in. And then it's going to pull it into a swoop, and that's going to kind of soften that curl. And so then you can take a little smaller, and then you can also change the direction periodically. Redken has been a staple in our salon for years. It's the only product that we really swear by. I love everything that Redken stands for. I love who the company is. I love their products, their educators. Everyone is so passionate and driven in this industry. I love that Redken is ever evolving. There's always a new product. There's always a new technique. Even the educators that perform on stage, they're constantly learning new things, and that's who I've always been as a stylist, even as a teacher. You know, in the 5 years that I taught at a cosmetology school, I'm very passionate about the products. I'm very passionate about education. I'm passionate about hair in general. I appreciate your time in watching this video. I hope you liked what you saw.